We good?
P3-2. This.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Hump. I am Franchise Cam. I got my man Mon Love in the building. What's going on, brother?
Yo, what's good?
Man, everything is good, man. Everything is good. Everybody I know is breathing, decent air, just in a good place right now. What about yourself?
Life is good. Life is good. Feeling good. Feeling great. How are you?
I'm, like I said, better than most. I don't know how good people are gonna feel after the show, but
Yeah, they always feel better after the show.
I mean, well, they might feel better after the show, but how they gonna feel, after we dive into some of the stuff we're gonna dive in today. Today's show, we're gonna do relationship one-on-one. We got special guests calling in a little bit. We got some. We hope to get the comment line going because we want to know what makes relationships tick, what makes relationships work, what makes relationships don't work, what makes you want to get rid of your mate, whatever, So we're gonna dive into that big time today.
And Cam doing all the reads and giving out the number.
Well, no, but I'll do all the reads. You give out the number.
You can give out the number.
Or you give out. No, just play. If you guys want to call in, the number to call in is 216-772-3393. That number is 216-772-3393 to call into Hump. We're talking about relationships today.
I'm impressed. Was that on the screen?
No,
I just know the number.
I memorized it.
Get out of here.
It's on the screen. It's on the screen.
I'm trying not to curse anymore in the air, so I'm going to say get out of here.
We have a caller calling in a minute. Dr. Wendy Douglas. Go ahead.
Ms. Bush, now I was speaking to the people on my line. They still trying to figure out why you my favorite.
Huh. And she never clarified that.
No, nobody did.
Is that like a secret or something?
No. I just don't talk to people.
I mean, at one point in time, she said it was everybody's favorite, which...
Damn.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
She would not be the topic on my show 2 weeks
ago.
ago.
I'm just saying. She said she was everybody's favorite. She did say that, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So clearly she's doing something right. All right. So...
What's up, everybody out there? What's going on? Relationships 101. I'll be giving out great relationship advice.
That's
today.
right. It's all about Mon is giving all the advice right now because he's a relationship guru.
Stay single for as long as you can.
He's relationship gold. That's why he wore the shirt today.
Live free, stay single.
Relationship gold, my man here. Like, if you need to fix your relationship, call him. And
I actually pulled this shirt out. This is a story behind this.
Go ahead, real quick.
No, I'm just saying I pulled it out because this is our runner-up shirt, so I didn't wear our championship shirt that we won the next year.
Oh, so it's like
this is like
a storyline or something.
This like reminds me of.
Got you. Oh, okay.
Work harder, be better.
Oh,
do better.
It reminds you of that.
Yeah, they can make a movie.
Now people watching the storyline is going to like, I could be better too.
That's right.
Where's my yellow shirt? All right, so anyway, before we get to our caller,
I feel like that's a dig, but okay.
That's definitely not a dig. Real quick, we got a sponsor this week. Another pop-up. It's a back to the 80s pop-up. So wear your gold chains and your biker shorts. And was that the 80s biker shorts?
Yes.
Biker shorts
80s, yes.
Biker shorts and all that kind of stuff. It's a prize for best outfit. It is going to be at 3775 Park East Drive, Beechwood, Ohio. I believe that's the Embassy Suite. Come support your locally owned small businesses. I mean, it's like I've done a couple pop-ups. Mon, you was at a pop-up or two. It's a nice time, man. You're supporting like local vendors and stuff. Like,
it was actually a good turnout. The one I went to.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like they're gonna have a mixologist there, handbags, skincare.
A mixologist.
Everybody but the coffee lady. Just playing.
No, I was just about to say no coffee.
No coffee. The coffee lady's not invited, so do whatever you want to do.
She wouldn't come back if you invited her. Anyway.
Good, because she had too much going on selling her coffee. Because she actually lost money.
So give me y'all relationship advice in the comments too. What are we doing?
Real
anybody
quick,
in there yet?
Real quick, if you want to be a vendor at this pop-up, the number to call is 216-200-5519. Also, and I need to get to this screen. One of our friends of show,
Dr. Jacqueline.
Dr. Jacqueline. She has a venue that's open up to to do everything. If you want to do a baby shower, which we're actually going to do something there. We're going to do a comedy show, two or three there.
If I had to do a baby shower, that'd be something went really, really wrong. Terribly wrong.
What's up, Nova? What's up, Super?
Talk about never smiling again.
Right. The address is 5022 Lorraine Avenue. It's on the second floor. If you guys know a show, oh, that might be our caller. I'm gonna get back to this read. All right. Let's answer the phone. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, live on the phone right now, we got Dr. Wendy Douglas. How you doing, Miss Lady? Friend of show.
I'm doing well. How are you?
We are better than most. At least I am. I don't know. I don't know where Moan's at right now.
I'm good.
Oh, he's just good. He's not better than most.
I got my notepad ready.
He's being difficult. That's what he's doing.
Why I'm not in a relationship.
That's what we doing?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'm doing good too, and I'm in a relationship. Don't be like that. Anyway, don't. Just because you were gonna say something else.
Can we talk to Dr. Wendy, please?
Yes, we can. But first and foremost, I want to promote her project she got coming on. It's called Resets. It's like resetting all the facets in your life. Could you like break that down a little bit for us?
Absolutely. So it started out as one book and is turning into about 6. And so it's a series now. And so it's called Reset. And it's focused. So one is focused on relationships. One is focused on parenting, your career, your marriage, and mental health. And I mean, when you think about all of those areas in our lives, that's just like a volcano waiting to erupt, right? Because there's so many different factors that come within each of those titles. And the thought process behind the project overall is, with your phones and with your computers, how often do you reset your phone and reset your computer? Sometimes you have to do a soft reset. Sometimes you have to do a hard reset. Sometimes you got to get rid of the whole thing and just start over, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what we need to do in those areas of our lives. Sometimes you have to do a soft reset and just, take a step back. And sometimes you got to do a hard reset and walk away and start from scratch and forget, or heal from everything that hurt you and just take a fresh look. But it's a process that you have to go through in order to get there. So that's the short version.
Okay, I can understand that. Because like sometimes you got to switch the whole phone company. You can't just I got to leave Sprint. But I understand that rationale. So we brought you in today, man, just to get a clinical version of some of the stuff we're dealing with. I know Love has some questions or things, relationship insights that he wanted to bring.
I just wanted to listen. I just want to listen.
You know what?
I just want to listen.
Some of the research I've done, and then you guys can hit me with whatever questions you have. Because working on this book, and I'm working on the relationship piece, I've really been digging into research based on the cause of narcissistic characteristics, emotional vampires, serial cheaters, and common reasons for divorce. And I'm blown away with what I'm finding of how it all relates back to our childhood, different upbringing, different backgrounds, and honestly, different generational curses that men and women just have not healed from.
Okay, I got a question. Let's take on one of, I don't know if you touched on this, but just sheer compatibility. How much does that really play into a relationship? Can you become compatible with somebody, or does it have to be or in your opinion, does it have to be something that's from the jump you have to be?
You can become compatible with someone depending on your intention and your commitment. So if your intention is let's figure this out and let's make it work, and the commitment is regardless of what we come against, we're gonna just take it and keep it moving. We're gonna figure it out and keep it moving. Then it's possible, but it's difficult to find two people with that same mindset, even though they might start off with the same mindset. At some point or another, one gets fed up and decides, I don't want to figure this out anymore.
So I always think of relationships sometimes as like a new car. When you get a new car, especially a real new car, not like a new used car, but even like a really good used car, you're excited to get the car. And then like a year into the payments, you know what I mean? It's like it's not the same car. Now it's like more like a bill more than a car.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You used to not eat, and now you eat in it.
Right. This is true. This is true. So I mean, that's how sometimes I think about relationships. So what would you
What's up, man?
you feel like would make the car still stay new or newish? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are some things that people could do to like keep their relationship fresh, in your opinion?
Continue to treat it like it's new. Continue to look for different things that spark interest. And now I'm talking about the relationship, obviously not a car, but you know, continue to date, continue to experiment and try different things, and both be willing to get out of your comfort zone to do something you've never done before. I remember the first time I went ziplining, I was like, I don't do this kind of stuff. This is WPS. I don't do this. But I did it, and it was a new experience, and we were able to experience it together. So it just created memories and created experience. And I think the creating memories piece and just being open is really, really beneficial. But just not forgetting that it was new and to continue to treat it like it's new.
That's what's up. That's some good advice. Also, go ahead. No.
Go. Shoot.
No, I'm just wondering, like in the research that you've done, what do you find like is the biggest, one of the biggest things that cause relationships to go in the dumps?
That was my next question.
Oh.
See?
The biggest thing is it's a split between generational curses and a lack of emotional healing. Some people don't even know where they've been hurt, therefore can't even figure out how to heal from it. So now you're holding every person in every relationship thereafter accountable for the same. And if you don't heal from it, it's hard to beat those triggers. It's hard to talk yourself down when you're being irrational, or just be open-minded and not be afraid to get hurt again. And I think that is the biggest piece. I've talked just different things about their childhood, like just the fact that their dad wasn't around. They thought that just because they were being a good dad and coming home at night as a husband, that made them a good father and a good husband. But we all know that there's a lot more to it than that. So I think that's been the biggest piece. Does that answer your question? Anybody want to add on?
No, I mean, that's suffice for me. You got some.
No, the same question I had actually.
So like in a lot of relationships, like I find that, like we did a topic a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about alpha and beta and, you know, other things like that. It's always like the old adage is like opposites attract, or whatever and stuff, but that kind of blends into compatibility. But what, is there such thing as like, being too much like somebody, you think?
I don't like being too much like the other person. I don't think so, because I mean, if the emotional piece is there, then you're good. But if it's just too like workaholic, then and you don't have the emotional connection or the spiritual connection, you're gonna have some gaps, and that's gonna fall apart all over the place. But I remember telling a while ago, telling my girlfriend, I said, if I don't have the relationship with my spouse that I have with my best friend, I don't want it. You know what I mean? Because you think about your closest people that are closest to you. You're very intentional. You watch what you say. You don't blatantly hurt feelings. There's certain things that you just don't do. And I think that's one of the other pieces that's very important.
Okay.
Got it.
So I mean, I'm not like calling you a relationship expert or anything, but if you were to give somebody an advice, Moan, if you was giving somebody
I was
advice,
going to ask her what are three like key points you would say to a happy, healthy relationship? Just the top three in your opinion.
Integrity, transparency, and consistency.
Now, when you say well, okay, so that's in a relationship. So we're not talking consistency dating. So I'll table that. I'll shelf that.
but
Yeah,
what-
let's talk about that too.
Talk about what, consistency?
You were going to say in dating?
Yeah, in dating, because a lot of women say they want consistent and persistent men, but they don't admit that they want consistency and persistence from the man that they want it from. Meaning,
Well,
if you, huh?
You answered your own question.
Right. That's what I said. That's why I didn't say anything. So
Gotcha.
I can't see the comment board.
So yeah, so anyway, like so a lot of like people that like that are dating now or in like serious relationships, if like using your model of reset, um, what would you say to them if they wanted a fresh look at their situation? How would you suggest they take a step back? Do you think they should inform that their spouse that they just want to kind of like look and see what's going on, or just like do it on the low?
Go to counseling individually first, and then together, because sometimes you don't even know what's something wrong with you, and you need to fix that first before you try to fix us or fix somebody else. And in most cases, that's where you get to tap into those generational curses or those areas that you haven't healed from, because or even from that same person. I know people who have been married 20 and 30 years, and a lot happens over 20, 30 years. And there's just things that happened in the first 5 years that they haven't healed from. So I would say, first get individual counseling, get couples counseling, and then take a retreat somewhere and start over.
Okay, and one more question for me. Mo might have something else for you. One more question for me. Do you feel like the role of social media right now, and I'm not just talking about like people putting all their business out on the internet, or just the overall sexuality of social media, because like I was talking to Love, and he was like, one of the reasons he stopped like following certain people because it was like everything was just all sexual all the time, which plays into a mentality to people because like they always think maybe the grass is greener on the other side. Do you think that like kind of plays into like the recent behavior of relationships? Like there's always somebody next.
It's sickening. The value that is placed on sexual relationships and sexual encounters far outweighs the value that is placed on like emotional, spiritual, and mental connections. And our kids are in trouble because social media it definitely makes it worse. It doesn't help with that. I have all boys. I'm a boy mom, and I have some real serious conversations with my boys about relationships, and I had to teach them, and when they first started dating, that toxic relationships are not cute. Arguing is not cute. Like, that is not the norm. That's not what a relationship is supposed to be or look like. So yes, I definitely agree that social media has definitely a negative impact on where we're going in society with relationships and sexuality and all of that.
And I know I said that was the last question, but I do got one more. You said you were mentioning earlier about generational curses. Actually, you mentioned a couple of times. Give me a couple examples of things that you would consider a generational curse.
All right, so we'll keep it at a high level. You can start off with what they call backwoods secrets. Family molestation that doesn't get addressed, doesn't get healed, that turns into pornography addictions that create unrealistic expectations for men who are trying to get married and have expectations from a wife who didn't have that same exposure and experience at an early age. I'll pause there and get you guys' feedback on that.
Ooh, that is a deep one there.
I tried to go high.
Yeah,
There's some layers to it.
Definitely. But first of all, I want to thank you so much. You were like very insightful. Did you have any more questions for?
No, I'm good.
Do you know women we could like send in love right now? That no, I'm just playing. All right, so
I just wanted to, my last statement would be, I think one of the problems with people, period, men or women in relationships, I don't think they really understand that the fantasy of being with somebody else is always going to be better than the reality of who you're with. Like you don't know that other person's faults. You don't know that other person's weaknesses, and you can project all that onto your partner. So, like I said, the fantasy is always better than reality.
So people should date video games.
Questions. It'll be a whole nother show.
Are you sure, Goldie?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch. I like talking about stuff like this, especially with people that have been clinically trained to, because I do figuring. I got I guess I would call myself like an amateur relationship coach or something.
Oh, shoot. We ain't give you no copay for today, but go ahead, shoot a question. Shoot a question.
She definitely touched on a lot with the generational trauma, because trauma not transformed, it's transferred. And it can go on for generations. I've been trying to explain that to my family, my little cousins and them. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's like, I don't think they understand that the reason why we not as close as we is because of stuff that went on in our parents' childhood. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we got cousins who, they mother don't like my mother, and his mother didn't like neither one of them because they was cool with each other, this type stuff. So that kept us out of our cousins' lives. And so as we become grown, we getting to find out how cool everybody is. And they be like, why we ain't one kicking them when we was kids? And so you get into that realm where you got to start asking them type of questions. That'd be like the generational curses. Like when a father ain't in the house, it teaches the son not to be a father. You know what I'm saying? Those become like generational curses. I believe that's very real. Because you only show what you know and only know what's been shown to you. So if nobody there's to set an example for you, even when it comes to relationships, like we got our first relationship supposedly from seeing our mother and father and their intimacy. But now, most people getting their first intimacy off the internet.
Pornhub.
All that.
Right.
I'm not just saying Pornhub. It's people who like mimic themselves off of the Family Matters, off the Huxtables. You know what I'm saying? Because these are what they consider to be what's a good husband and wife situation. I'm going to be like Cliff Huxtable. I'm going to get a great job and make so much money that we can't have bills to exceed the income. You know, it'd be different ideas people have in their head when they pattern themselves off of these parents, you know, because they didn't have one. So that's why I think it's a lot of unhealthy, strife is what I want to call it, like. And it comes from a lot from uncomfortableness, being confused about what a person wants. To me, like, if you don't know what your partner wants, then how you going to give it to them? You feel
and
what I'm
if
saying?
You don't even know? You know, like that's the other side to that too. Like, what if you don't even know what you want, but then you have expectations on your partner?
We done opened up a big can today.
Wow, that's a big can right
Well,
there.
thank you so much, Miss Doctor. Real quick, a question, Doctor. Do you make people call you Doctor? Like, I'm just curious.
Some people insist, but you know, I'm just me, and I'm a boy mom, so I'm laid back, and I coach basketball, so you know, it's just like, hey, let's just have a conversation. What you need?
I know that's right.
Man, I would love to have a long conversation.
Well, we're gonna bring her back.
Is deep.
We're gonna bring her back. But thank you so much, Doctor. Great success with your book. Tell everybody where they can find your book and where they can get in contact with you if they need to.
So it's not released yet. You can get me on Instagram or Facebook at Dr. Wendy to you, and actually also on TikTok is Dr. Wendy too. And I'll make sure I get you book release information as soon as I get finished with these first drafts.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the call is covering up the. There you go.
That was Dr. Wendy Douglas, man. Great
Wendy.
insight.
Oh, there goes Dr.
Man, I don't
Jacqueline.
know about y'all, but
Hey, Jacqueline.
I could talk that talk all day.
What Jacqueline? I can't see the board.
Oh, she said she was just commenting on what we said. She said one that people need to stop doing the things that wanted to remember earlier. You said what's the reason why like the love go away and stuff, and she was like, one, stop doing the things they used to do.
Okay.
Mo said nobody's living in reality because reality has never been shown or taught, number one. And in this day and age, what is reality? And that's deep in itself. Because today's reality, see, this is the way I look at it. And I ain't trying to take over the show or nothing. I just want to
It's too late for that.
This is the way I see it, though, man. As time changes, like hip-hop evolves, everything evolves, including relationships and interactions. The way, when we was kids, we watched TV shows where the parents slept in separate beds. Now we watch TV shows where two dudes sleep in the same bed. How far have we come? You feel what I'm saying? So everything is evolving. So the way people love, it's going to still be the same, but the part I don't agree with is that the sex part, because sex is very important in the relationship to me. You know what I'm saying? It have to be strong in order for the relationship to be right, if that's what they into. I feel like whatever they into got to be strong. Let me say it like that.
So
Go ahead.
I just feel like a lot of the times, like sex, when people say sex is important to them, not saying you, not saying, but when people say sex is a big part of the relationship, sex is so important, that's because they don't bring much else to the relationship.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That's just one of my theories.
So, like, would you consider, like, I don't know how this is a rabbit hole that could take the whole show. I don't want to go too far down it. I just was thinking that just like the way that, like you said earlier, is the kids gonna grow up to have healthy relationships because there's so much social media and stuff going on. I believe it's just gonna change into a different way they love one another. That's all. I don't think it's gonna stop people from hooking up, because at the end of the day, the motivation is what? The sex. If it weren't for us wanting to have sex, why the fuck do we want a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
Yeah, I agree with that part,
So-
but then there's that right after the sex. What's
I was
next?
say some people want companionship, some people want.
And then there's gonna come a point in time where you can't have sex.
But you can have a companion without having sex. You can have a cool companion. I'm saying,
I know, that's
if
what I'm saying.
wanna get with
That's
you and
part of my
make you
point.
My girlfriend.
Right.
You have to say it like that.
Yeah, I'm air quotations girlfriend. If I'm making you that, then we not that no more. You see what I'm saying? We can still be companion. I'm not saying you can be a platonic companion to a woman.
You can be, but we talked about it on the show before, and like you said, this is just one of my theories. When we're talking about men and women, we're talking about, and like I said, I just use me as an example. At where I am in my life right now, and where I want to be, where I see myself, the way I see relationships for men and women, there's, like I said, I'll just use men as an example. You can be the most accomplished man and have the longest resume, but there's still only some places and some spaces your female counterpart can inspire you to propel to. That's just how I feel. Like you need that woman, you need that feminine, you need that part of you, the yin. You need the yin to your yang to propel you to be where you want and should be as a man, or vice versa as a woman. That's just how I feel.
I agree with you, but at the end of the day, it's subjection though, because where you want to be might be right.
That was a
where
big
you
word.
are.
That was a big word. Just playing. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying where you want to be might be where you are. Some women aspire in life, their biggest goal and the biggest accomplishment is to get a good woman.
A good man. Well, he's a good woman too.
Men aspire in life to get a good woman.
Right, right. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said I use me as an example,
Right. I'm not
and that's just
saying
my
you're
gauge.
right.
But I get what you're saying. But I'm just saying, like a lot of people, that's part of the not saying the part of the problem. Like that's just part of the ongoing when you say evolving of relationships. When people just say, not just sex. When something is sex, or money is so important in a relationship. Like those are the two things that people say before they even say, I want to meet someone I'm compatible with, or I want to meet someone and fall in love. They want to meet someone with good sex or meet someone with a lot of money. Boom. Like to me, like I said, that's not, to use Goldie's word, sustainable.
But here's one of the things I think though, like men and women, I think a lot of times we project, like you were saying, the fantasy of somebody we want, and we don't even really know. We think that's what we want, but we ain't never been with it, so we think we put that on them. You know what I mean? It's like like women be like, I want this guy, but they ain't never been with one, so how do they know they want that?
Right.
It's the same with men, So I think it's complicated, man. That's why when I see couples that have been married for like 10 plus years and stuff like that, I'd be like, man, they really doing it. And then when I see them divorced after 20 plus years, I'd be like, I get it.
They did it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it.
People, they say, my parents been together for 50 years. How many of those were happy? Ask them that. How many happy years? Because if they've been together for 50 years and they only been happy for 10,
that just mean they were strong people and they learned to evolve.
Right, but I'm just saying that's the stuff that we just put on. Like I think, like what Goldie was saying, or what the doctor was saying. I think if people were more realistic with themselves,
facts,
we would understand, more about relationships. And people aren't realistic with themselves.
Yeah,
they paint this picture of themselves or what they think is perfect or what they think works for everybody else. Go ahead.
I got three things that I think the show is relationships 101. It's all types of relationships, business relationships,
Correct.
romantic relationships, sibling relationships. But I got three rules that apply to all relationships. And if you give me these three things, we can rock till the wheels fall off. And that's honesty, loyalty, and dependability. They each uphold one another. Those are the only three things I need. If you give me those, I'm gonna give you everything else. Respect, love, all that fall under them three things.
I mean, and I feel you
I
on
can rock
that,
with that.
but there's people out there that's like, all I need is a big ass and somebody can cook chicken. You know what I mean? That's where you at. And I mean, I think that's what a lot of people want to be. But I think like y'all both touched on one thing, like on real tight. It's like what you want might not be what they want to be to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you might be projecting on something on somebody that they ain't even capable of giving you what you want.
I think I probably got a lot of older female relatives now that I've grown up. I look back on scenarios and I think, man, they were suffering in silence.
Yeah.
Like women suffered in silence for years. That's why I don't knock nothing they do. I'll be like, okay, you know, that's what they doing now. You know what I'm saying? Because they just was suffering in silence and going through stuff, and we had no idea of it until it started to get exposed.
Not to that level, but not even that. Just men too. Like I've seen men. Like I tell this story all the time. I've seen an old married couple come into like an Applebee's restaurant, and this dude walks in with his wife, with the biggest frown on his face. Goes to sit down, and I guess he goes outside while the food's gonna come to smoke a cigarette. Walks outside, smokes a cigarette, comes back in. Dude is smiling. Then as soon as his wife gets in eyesight, he starts frowning again.
Right.
Like the best part of his day is smoking a freaking cigarette. Like that's horrible. That is horrible, dude.
So
I think
Cam, can you tell me your top things, like your top 3 or 5 things a woman had to have to be in a good relationship with you?
See, that's kind of complicated in a sense because I feel like I'm different in some ways.
Look at him tapping. He tapping to Goldie. You got him tap dancing.
No, I'm just saying. No. I think one of the things you said, loyalty. I need loyalty. I mean, but I need it on an extra level. You know what I mean? I mean, you know how like people, I need somebody to be loyal to me, like a loyal friend. I need somebody
that super loyalty. Like I know y'all ain't talking about
like
my
even,
man.
Right. Even if I make a mistake, I need you to still be loyal.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, I know that's wrong.
You need unconditional loyalty.
I mean, I'm talking about like undying loyalty. Like, you know what? Not saying you can't be mad that I made a mistake.
Unconditional loyalty.
I'm not saying you can't be mad I didn't make a mistake. I'm saying that you still with me even though I made a mistake.
Oh.
2, support. Like support. Like, I mean, if I tell you tomorrow, like say I worked a job 20 years and it was a decent living, and then I come in tomorrow and tell you I'm about to sell meatball subs on the corner of 5th and Carnegie, I need you to be like, all right, let's get these subs going. You know what I mean? I mean, and I'm not saying this is right. I'm just saying this is kind of things that I need, that I want. And that's what I'm saying. Sometimes your projections on people are unrealistic. Mm-hmm. You know, and I mean, and I understand that. You know, and just somebody that can. Although I make people laugh a lot, somebody that can make me laugh, that could pick me up out of a moment. You know, and it's Team Shallow. She got to be cute.
So loyalty, support, humor,
and Team Shallow. Don't forget the cute part.
And cute and Team Shallow.
Team Shallow is she has to be cute.
Oh, okay.
In that package, I got to have all of that.
Okay, she got to be physically attractive to you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
So
Just some people like, you know, I just need somebody that can touch my heart, and like I don't care what she look like, long as she's touching my heart.
So
I'm not him. I'm not him.
It's just so funny. Because what if one had to go? Which one to go?
Jesus.
Had to go.
Humor.
She could be bad. We gotta
She's
be
just
dead
not
serious.
She's just not funny.
Humor. Hey, listen, I write jokes for her. You know what I mean? I'm like, listen, when you come in, just say these lines. I write jokes.
Up your jokes.
Yes, listen, I just say this when you come in every day. I'll get a rim shot machine in there.
She said, as long as she loves, she ain't got to crack.
That's right. That's right.
Maria said, "Why loyalty just can't be loyalty?"
I mean, it can be loyalty, but just not for me.
No, it's degrees to loyalty, though.
It's just not for me. Like
I'm just reading what
like a
thing
blanket,
said.
like a
I'm reading
blanket,
what it
like
said.
because like I think I mean, and like Jacqueline said, I think that's something, like a damaged thing with me, like from my past relationships.
Right.
I never
I think
felt
that's
anybody was like really loyal to me. You know what I mean? So that to me is like one A.
At one point, I really pondered loyalty because, like I said, that's on my top 3. Because loyalty is so strong. Because I don't want loyalty. I want priority loyalty. I want that loyalty like, oh, my son got hit by a car, but Goldie stubbed his toe. I gotta go over there with Goldie, but let me call him. He probably gonna tell me to go with my son. But my loyalty is where.
So that's my question.
I'm just saying, but it got at least come in.
So that's my question. So when is that line where you're so loyal to somebody else you're being disloyal to yourself?
I don't know.
You start having health risks and stuff like that because of actually doing the loyalty.
I don't know. I mean, this is gonna sound. I honestly don't even care. Like that's something that I really, really want and need. You know what I mean? Like I mean, and if I don't get it, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have worked around it before, but that's just something I really, really want. I remember.
If sex is number 1, loyalty would have to be number 2 because you're taking a pledge.
Well, see, I never. But listen,
we
I never.
ourselves to one another. We pledging.
What's crazy in my list? I never said sex. I never said sex.
My list.
No. I'm saying
my list.
sex is not. Sex is like in the mix with all of them, but it's not like I won't die if I'm not getting it.
That's deep. I don't even think you meant. So you want to have loyal sex? You want to?
Yes, that's right.
He said
I need
mix with each one of them.
Which one of them can I get handcuffs with? No.
That's dope. He want to have support sex. It's gonna be all right, honey.
That's right. Don't forget the humor sex. Come into bed dressed like Groucho Marx.
That's what you working with.
Right. But I mean, I just need that, and you know that might have been an issue. I remember my best friend that passed away years ago, and I remember this. I don't know why this shit always stick out in my mind. One time, him and his girl was like beefing. Like she was like they were engaged, whatever, and they were beefing over another chick, and he needed a bill. He needed to send her some money for her to pay a bill. And we're in the car. We're coming back from Pittsburgh, right, from a comedy show. And he's like, listen. So she's like, she on her shit, and she just like, you know what? Why are you calling me? You know, dude. And he said, listen. I understand you mad at me right now, and you pissed, but I really need this done. Could you take care of it for me? Mm-hmm. And she said, yeah. And for some reason that always sticks out in my mind because like I always wanted that kind of loyalty. Like, okay, yeah, we got our stuff going on, but I need you to do this. Can you do it? That's what I want.
I get what you're going with it. So
I like that loyalty when they be in the room and they be like, "You fuck Cody fat ass. What you say?" Oh, I'm about to bounce, man. Y'all need to fix y'all lives because y'all sitting around talking about my man ain't gonna change the world. Let me get up out of here. I don't even want to be here for this.
Well,
that type of loyalty.
Go ahead,
yes.
what was that?
No, I mean, but different relationships call for different things, and I honestly think somebody said something the other day I was reading online because I was like looking for stuff to talk about on today's show, and it's like, is there a such thing as a really good relationship, or are there just good people that are in a relationship? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, and then what is like they were like breaking it down. It's like there could be good people in a relationship, but is there such thing as a really good relationship just because they work well together?
Yeah, I definitely think there's good relationships
from time to time. Too. But I think you can run into areas where every relationship doesn't feel good.
Yeah,
it depends what you're in a relationship for.
Because you have bad people in good relationships.
People be in financial relationships. They'll be married to somebody.
Relationships 101 is the topic.
Right.
Yeah, you can have bad people in good relationships. So
We got more comments about can't see.
We got 20 minutes.
he was talking about the comments.
I can't read them.
Oh,
I
what
can't
it
see.
say?
I got a light.
Nobody's in the, hold on, I gotta roll it out.
So nobody asked me what I wanted in a relationship.
Oh, that's coming. Trust me.
Nobody asked me what I was looking for in a relationship. What are my deal breakers? What I need.
And I think most relationships start off with sex. That was great. Let's see if we cool together on another level. She said, "Are you offering the same as what you require?"
I don't know.
There should never be that point, though. Yeah, that's a good one. Are
I
you
don't-
offering that level of loyalty to a woman?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would think that I am.
What?
But listen. This is relationship 101, and I'm just saying what I don't know.
What have you ever offered it?
Probably. I mean, it's never been a situation. All right, so I think I am. But you might get people to say that I wasn't.
Relationship 101 is never ask anything that you can't provide.
That's not
yourself.
true. That's not true.
Adrian Nickerson said, "There's no easy answer to this. Everyone has their own view of what their perfect relationship is. You can be the perfect person to someone, give them everything, but if their heart ain't in it, it ain't gonna work. Okay, so with that being said, don't write no more paragraphs like that. Simple questions, simple comments.
Right.
In a relationship, I ain't reading all that.
Right.
We never claim to make have the answers. This is 101. I mean, it's just an introductory course.
Yeah, we're trying to
just
see where
chopping it
people
up
at.
about some of the bases of
What up, Morgan?
relationships. Ain't none of us doctors. We had a doctor call in. Y'all could have called in and asked her a question too, but y'all chose not to. So you got us.
That's right.
Relationship
So-
101.
That's a pretty good. I want to play that at the beginning of our next show. Like this is our disclaimer.
You know what? We should just. We don't even have to put that. Just at the beginning. You got us.
You got it?
In quotations.
I know what you're
got
looking
us.
for. I know what you asked for.
You got
You
us.
got us.
She said, "Fuck you." She
See?
said, Devin Bates said, "I learned that you have to love what's good for you." True.
Devin, the daughter.
Devin and daughter.
You know, it's becoming real popular around me in my world. Sugar daddies.
Where the
And
hell do you
I
be?
know a lot of dudes that's really. I know a lot of dudes, and it's serious. I know a lot of dudes that's really in love with women like 20 years younger than them, like in love. Is
that sustainable though? I mean, other than if you like
a
a
good relationship. I mean, but at the
definitely
end of
good
the
on one
day,
person. So
20 more years from now, when she's 50 and you 70.
oh, they ain't gonna be together then. That ain't gonna happen. That's like a good 3-4 year run. I mean, depending on the financial.
I actually just I talked to a friend about that, and her parents are kind of going through that now. Her father is like much older than her mom, and it's like now the mom is not young, but she's a lot younger.
She's trying to get out there a little bit.
No, I'm just saying you don't think about that when you've been together with somebody since y'all were younger. You know what I'm saying? 15 years is not a lot when you're young, but when you're old, it's a lot. Because, you experience, just different things, different stages of life, health problems, just different things pop up.
AARP card come and you you ain't got one. So, I mean, I understand. Age is like, that's I don't know, age in relationships, like I've never dated, I don't think I've really dated anything really older than me. You ever dated older than you? Like significantly older
When I
than
was
you?
younger.
Like, 5 years. You did some 5 years older than you, Goldie?
Yeah.
I dated a woman 10 years. Matter of fact, I think
You
when I
talking
was
to
young, she
Goldie.
was
She's like, she right here. No,
You talking to
15
Goldie.
years older than me, almost like 13 years older than me, I think.
that's right. Your name is Goldie. Got you.
I was trying to learn. I was a student.
And she was teaching.
Classes in
She
session.
taught me.
But before we even move on, so Mom, what are your deal breakers and things that you must need
This
in a
is
relationship?
Things that I need now. They're constantly changing.
Hold
constantly
on,
evolving.
time out real quick. This guy,
What?
because we talk about relationships a lot, and one of his biggest things, he don't want a girl to be a girl. Now go.
You say what?
Want a girl to act like a girl.
Oh yeah, just everything.
Ain't that crazy? He's like, I want you to not be what you are, so we
I
can be
said
together.
act like you can be what you are.
I definitely
What
want
I
a girl
need,
to act like a girl.
I need I need someone that holds me to a higher standard as a man. I need someone that actually listens and learns me. So hold me to a higher standard, listen and learn me. And other than that, like, I don't want somebody of the world. I want somebody that's their own person. Like, I don't want somebody that lets the world influence them.
Oh, we have a caller. Call online. Who this?
Keep the dump button ready.
Who this?
Dump button. Dump.
They hung up.
Call back.
Call back.
Before I read your number on live. But yeah, so those three things. Those are the three things that I need.
Okay. Yeah. And I know.
And I don't say don't act like a girl. I'd say don't act
Go
like
ahead.
a girl.
Okay. Sure. We clear.
Don't do. It's like don't act like a girl. Don't do.
I mean, do certain girl things that you don't want her to act like.
Just don't act like a girl.
You
can have girl parts, but you can't.
No,
act
I mean,
like
no.
a
But
girl.
the girl parts have got to do with it. You can't act. You can't act like a girl. Like you can't get mad at something a girl would get mad at.
You can't have a problem with me on Wednesday and then want to address it Friday, and you done had 2 days to think about it and want me to just come right off the top of my head Friday.
Absolutely a
and talk
woman.
about
That's absolutely a woman.
Can't
though.
do it.
That's absolutely a
I won't
woman
address
though.
it.
How many times have you like?
Because I'm gonna ask. Well, so
Like,
when did this come? She's gonna say, I was thinking about this. Okay, then give me 3 days to think about it.
Like, I mean, it's like how many times have you ever said, you know, what's wrong with you? Nothing. And then they come out like later that, you know, they had a problem with you the way you
keep that
set
nothing.
the toilet seat up. And,
Keep that nothing.
I mean,
That's my problem.
I don't know.
Keep that nothing. Keep it.
No, I mean, but how much time we got left in the show, Goldie?
Said like
We got
15
about,
minutes.
13 minutes.
I need
or
to
12.
real quick. Where T at? Where Crazy T at?
He here? You want to talk to him?
Yes, I do.
Hold on.
Yes, I do.
Hello.
What's up with you, fam? How you doing
What's
today?
up,
man?
fellas? How y'all doing?
Nothing, man.
What up, T?
First of all,
What's up,
we're
man?
glad you could join us.
Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
I
Thanks for
mean,
having me.
we heard you was a tad tardy. Wait, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I can't recall her name, but I love the shows that you do with what's her name?
Tacoma Maria.
Tacoma Maria. I love those shows.
Now, every time I try to look at it, it don't like.
He never tries to look at it, Crazy T.
I did. I swear to God, it was yesterday, and I heard her.
Right.
She was getting mad at somebody for something. So listen, the show you did yesterday with the young man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you like that one?
I didn't see it, so I want you to break it down to me. So like, what all happened there?
Okay, so he was the premise I had was that the black community does not believe in bisexual men.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
You're a down low brother or you full out the closet, whatever.
Okay. Okay.
So-
The end.
Yeah, so he claimed to be bi. I'm like, so I got some questions. I just want to know, what is it? Is it a fetish? Is it 60-40? Do you love one more than the other? So yeah, we got to the meat of it.
Wait a minute. The meat. So, I mean, the biggest question: are these his wipes?
Actually, those are Tacoma Maria's wives.
Okay, go on, get your wipes. Well, we was like scared to use them because
Y'all is stupid.
I'm just this is like this vagina friendly radio, so we wanted to know, like, I mean, I understand, but
Can you take the call log down so we can see the comments again, please, sirs?
I got you. I'm trying to lock down a Klans member to talk to.
Okay.
oh, yeah. So
Have fun with that.
shout
But
out,
check out the episode, man. It was pretty good.
shout out to what was his name?
Brandon Carter.
Okay, and what was the final findings of the show?
You know
What was
I
the
don't
tally?
know.
Did you?
I mean, the only reason I asked you just because
He said the final.
I guess you got to tune in to find out.
No, I mean, no. The only reason I asked you, no, I'm not watching. But the only reason I asked because like Goldie was like, you know what, like T ain't been the same since the show. It's like nobody been able to catch up with him. It's like I mean, so I was just
Yeah.
no breaking news or nothing today, correct?
no.
He
Okay,
said no. He's still.
no,
Still firmly on the pussy wagon.
Okay.
I'm trudging along.
no, I didn't think you had went that. I mean, how many times you've been somewhere like, man, not you. So I was. I mean, and I would never think that way. I just, I was putting like, how you like put a puzzle together. It's like Goldie said that.
Just because you see me with him does
Crazy.
Okay, no, I'm not good.
It's still Crazy T. It's just the K is cursive.
Just asking,
nice one.
come in and there's wipes on the table. I'm like, all right, what's going on here, man?
Oh man,
This
no,
is my
friend,
dude,
friend
man.
planted on Planet Coach, man. All my
Okay,
life.
all right.
My resume's impeccable.
No, I mean, no. Listen,
Thanks for
I'm not-
joining us, sir.
I'm not calling in your resume. I'm just, you don't know unless you ask.
I understand, man. Valid question.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm glad to see you back, man.
Yeah, man. I've been never left.
Yeah, well,
He's the hardest working man at
he
We Up
is
Radio.
a very hardworking man.
Man, I'm enjoying
Or-
this ration. I'm just going to
Or whatever pronoun you're comfortable with, sir. Whatever. So
Prayerfully, you wasn't hard the other
He's
day. That's all I'm trying to say.
he's a very hard working person at We Up Radio.
That's what's up, man.
Oh,
And
my
that's what's up, man. I'm glad. Oh, so I wanted to other than about yesterday, because I was really worried, man.
Yeah, I understand, man.
What up, T?
We was about to.
I'm just going to take these lashes like a champ. Like Denzel in Glory. I'm just, all right.
Cause we was gonna go downtown looking for you.
Like one tear falling down. Like, all right, come on, guys.
All right, man, that's cool, man. No, I was really worried about this, and not
No,
T.
get it all out. Get it all out. I want to hear it.
The on air stuff is the nice stuff. This is the nice stuff. This is not the A material.
Yeah, Brent. I was like, man, you ain't heard from him. You mean you ain't heard from him? He locked the door behind him. All right, so
Like he at home watching Modern Family reruns.
Right. Oh man. But T, for real, man, on everything, man. I was almost say I thought about you last night, but I didn't. I was
You really got to watch the episode now.
right.
How much longer we have?
About 8 minutes.
Okay.
But man, I am actually and to everybody else watching, tuning in, I am going back on the stage.
Okay.
On a stage.
Stripping?
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
Like coming to the stage, they're gonna call me third trimester. Like, having a baby. I'm going back on the stage, man, real soon.
Awesome.
So I wanted to reach out to you. We're gonna hit some open mics together, man.
Let's do it, man. I need that like a workout partner, man. I need like that spotter. Let's go.
We're gonna pay people to laugh the first couple times. That's how it works.
I like that you found a little comedy buddy now. Like you're his comedy buddy. You're
Hey,
his
man, I'm a
go-to.
grown ass man.
Don't do that.
Everything comedy.
You absolutely called him a little comedy
you
buddy.
A little comedy buddy.
Like-
Anything comedy like I can't wait to run it past Crazy T.
Like, like I'm gonna sit him on my lap or something. Like, it's not like that, man.
Willie
It's like comedy,
Tyler,
but my
Willie Tyler
buddy,
and Lester.
my buddy. But yeah, man, I look forward to hanging out with you, man, and right.
Not till you check out
right.
the episode.
Right.
Y'all need
Right.
something to talk about.
Right.
That is my phone. Is that your phone?
No, that's my phone. Someone's calling me during the show.
But yeah, man, what's up, man? We didn't get to talk to you earlier today because you was like late. But what's going on? How's your week, man?
Oh man, it was good, man. I got to pass my driving test. It was good.
Okay.
Man, it took a little while. The girl was way younger than me that was giving me the test. I didn't like it. I resented her.
Because
Like, you know, when I
you
was
had
doing
your
this
fate.
20 years
Because
ago,
you had her
this
fate in your
lady-
hands.
Yeah, and
Was
what
he
else?
cute?
She kinda. She wouldn't give me no conversation. I'm like, hot day. She just eyes forward, didn't say nothing.
It's like 10 and 12, nigga.
Yeah, right.
But,
those are the subtitles. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool, man. I'm glad you passed your test.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And I've been kicking it with this girl that's an alcoholic, man. That's why I was hungover today for the show. Like we just invest our energy in the wrong direction.
all right, so, I mean, just.
What y'all
totally-
drinking?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. That's what I want to know. What was your transportation?
You know what I drink, man. That 1-800.
Oh.
And she was fine with that?
Oh yeah, she didn't care. It could have been.
That's right. You did say she was said alcoholic.
Yeah.
Women love tequila.
Yeah. She was like, I don't even drink hard liquor anymore. Then what's that, tequila? Okay.
She was like. So what was her normal mode of transportation?
I think beer. She seemed like a beer drinker.
Yikes.
Yeah. I get full before I get drunk off beer.
Don't want no pictures of that one, T.
She's kind of nice. You know what I mean?
That's gonna hold. I don't know how that's gonna hold the test of time, man.
Man.
Budweiser and women.
Well, I don't plan to be there to find out. So
That's what's up, man. Well, congratulations on everything that happened to you this week,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Driver's test, beer lady, and the guy. It's guy. We call him guy.
yes, sir.
Well,
And our new tour, our comedy tour.
Oh no, what's going on in the comedy tour?
No, I'm saying our comedy tour.
Oh,
Us going on the road.
Oh no. See, I made it seem like we were.
Do I?
No, we're not doing that.
Do I
Just
get to name the tour?
I don't know.
What you thinking?
I'm just asking for permission. I don't have anything. I'm not.
We
I'm,
should do some-
I'm
hey.
not quick as you guys. I'm just trying to
So-
involve myself.
We can like get more in detail when we get off the air. But Jacqueline, I don't know how to say that. Hereford, Jacqueline, she got a venue on the west side. And I did talk to her last night, on Messenger, like doing something there at her venue. Just now,
She's still on. She's in the messenger.
hey, Jacqueline.
Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Jacqueline. Dr. Jacqueline.
Bean.
Does she want to be called doctor too? So, I mean,
I don't know. I just started calling her doctor.
doctor. So man, we can put something together there, man.
Yeah, and that was a dope first guest you guys had. Who was that? That was Doctor Who.
Dr. Wendy Douglas. She is dope. She dope. She's the doctor.
Yeah, good information. I was liking her.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, like, let's recap a little bit. What's your like relationships, other than beer and tequila?
Oh, man.
Your must-haves.
Oh, that's a good question. Base level, just feed me, fuck me, have my back, and stay pretty.
Bam, bam, bam.
And I'll get the rest.
Bam,
after
bam,
that.
bam, bam. 4 bams.
Okay. So what about if you wanted to move further?
3 minutes. Yeah, if I wanted to move further, it would have to be something like it had to be more like than love. Like, I enjoy your company. You know what I'm saying? I like hanging out with you. I need some of that.
You said more
More
like
like- more-
than love.
Yeah.
So more like a friendship.
But no, I want to love her too. We don't be smashing. But I want to like her. You know what I mean?
Because so many dudes that just don't like the girl.
They don't. A lot of times, it's like, man, I want to see you every day. I done had girlfriends like, man, I wish this bitch would leave, go home. I want to hear this story no more.
Okay. I'm gonna do one more read before we get out of here because we wrapping up, ain't we?
Yeah.
Close? What's
Are
up?
we? I don't know. Yes. I think we started at 7:30 ish.
7:30.
We're wrapping up. So peace.
No, I'll do a read first, real quick. We got another pop up. I believe it's at the Embassy Suites. It is 3775 Park Drive, Beechwood, Ohio 44122. Come support your local businesses. It's August 29th from 2 to 7th, 2 to 7, and just come hang out, man. We probably be there. We love you guys.
Probably be there.
Yeah, probably be there.
Maybe.
Yeah. And we'll holler at you guys next week, man. Thanks you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for Dr. Wendy Douglas for calling in today, man. We appreciate everybody and everyone. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week. Peace.
Stay safe.